Old Alabama Gardener. In this video, I'm showing you how I make a homemade breakfast sausage. Now, I said at the beginning of this video that I would tell you why I think making homemade sausage is so much better for us. And I'll explain that in the description box, which is just below this video. But it's all revolves around health. Better health or poorer health. So look in the description box below to see my explanation of why homemade sausage is better for you. All right, I want to make some breakfast sausage. And I'm going to start with a pound of ground pork. Now this is 80-20. 80% lean and 20% fat. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spread it out. That's going to help me get my spices mixed into it. So now let's start getting our spices mixed up. I don't want to mix them over here in a bowl first before I start mixing them into the meat. Now I'm going to give you my secret ingredient, and that is poultry seasoning. All right, you get all that mixed together, and now we bring our meat back in, and we'll start sprinkling this around over it. So I've got about half of the mixture in there, so I want to start mixing that. And I'll just start doing it this way. Now we'll add the rest of our spices. Now I'm going to show you my second secret ingredient, maple syrup. And again, I'm going to fold it. Now when you're making sausage, here's a trick. You never know exactly how your seasonings are going to be turning out. So what you do, get you a small amount and cook it and taste it. So we have just a small little ball here. We'll put that in the skillet. Flatten it out a little bit. First thing you notice as you're cooking it, how it caramelizes. That's that maple syrup in there. So I'm going to take a little bite to see if I need to adjust the seasonings. Pretty good. But I'm going to add a little bit more sage to it because I like the flavor of sage. So now I'm ready to make my patties. So what I've done is I put a little bit of oil on this paper plate, and I'm going to use a small mouth jar ring to make my patties. Now that's going to be a little bit thicker than I want, but you'll watch in a minute, okay? So put that down. So now I've got that full. Turn it over. Push this part out. And as I said, that's a little bit thicker than I want. So I'm just going to smooth that out just a little bit. Not much, but just a little. See, that gives me a patty that's about 1/4 of an inch thick. And that's what I want. And then from here, it goes onto some parchment paper so I can go ahead and put it in the freezer. It's like that. And so here's our tray of sausage patties that we made. Now they're ready to go in the freezer. So here's our sausage that we made yesterday, frozen now. So we'll mark it. One of the absolute best ways that I like sausage, I'm going to show you. So we need a sausage patty here, which I will get one out. That's frozen. Here we go. Put it in here. All right, looks like I got the sausage here painted on. Now, when I'm having a biscuit and sausage, as I'm going to do, I like a little bit of yellow mustard on it. So, we'll get some yellow mustard going here. Now we bring our sausage out. So now what we got is homemade sausage. You've seen the video me doing that. This is a homemade buttermilk biscuit. A video on how to do that. So let me give this a taste test. That's good. Really, really good. Wish I could share this with you, but I made a sausage recipe for you so you can follow it, and the biscuit recipe, and then you can make your own.